Life often throws challenges and negative situations our way, leaving a deep impact. But according to Carl Jung, real strength isn't about suppressing emotions. It's about managing them consciously. In this video, we'll explore the importance of remaining calm and showing no signs of worry. Psychological resilience is the ability to stay balanced under stress, unpredictability, and external negativity. From a Jungian perspective, understanding the unconscious, especially during the process of individuation, is key to building inner strength. Jung believed that true power comes not only from overcoming external hardships, but also from resolving internal contradictions. Spiritual resilience isn't just about enduring tough times. It's about responding thoughtfully without succumbing to emotional impulses. Developing awareness helps us learn lessons from setbacks instead of viewing them as personal threats. At this stage, it's crucial to realize that how we interpret events matters more than the events themselves. Emotional immunity is about consciously continuing life without falling victim to destructive feelings or losing control. The concept of Jung's shadow plays a vital role here, as our most vulnerable sides often stem from repressed and unacknowledged aspects of ourselves. Building emotional immunity isn't just about controlling external circumstances, it's about self-awareness. Without understanding ourselves, we can't maintain inner harmony or avoid constant vulnerability to the outside world. Therefore, emotional immunity isn't simply about suppressing negative feelings, but transforming them through understanding. Jung believed that true freedom and inner peace come from realizing our full potential. Ignoring subconscious fears and repressed emotions leads to reacting automatically to external triggers. But a conscious person can use emotions as tools, maintaining mental balance regardless of what happens. A person who develops inner harmony, independent of external conditions, becomes stronger morally and spiritually. To boost psychological resilience, we need to question our thoughts, avoid automatic reactions, and view situations from a broader perspective. The only constant amid external uncertainty is our inner strength and awareness. Self-awareness is the ability to observe our thoughts, feelings, and actions objectively, like a detached observer. According to Jung, understanding our mental processes is essential for self-knowledge and conscious life management. Only by becoming aware of our inner workings can we truly take control of our lives. Most people act unconsciously and react spontaneously, showing automatic behaviors driven by their thoughts. In contrast, mindfulness requires a deep analysis not only of the external world, but also of one's inner self. The thoughts in our mind are shaped by past experiences, unconscious patterns, and emotional reflexes. Living life without questioning or seeking to understand our inner world keeps us unknowingly bound to the past and our subconscious. Self-awareness is a crucial foundation for inner growth, as described by Carl Jung, helping us recognize these hidden influences. By becoming aware of unconscious elements, we can uncover deeply rooted beliefs and emotional reactions that shape our life path. In everyday life, people often respond automatically to situations. Practicing self-reflection allows us to pause and ask, is this anger truly caused by external factors? This awareness enables us to act based on conscious choice rather than impulsive reactions. Jung believed that understanding the outer world is impossible without exploring our inner reality. True awareness comes not only from observing external events, but also from self-reflection and understanding internal processes. Mindfulness requires us to evaluate not just our thoughts, but also our emotions. As impartial observers, we must accept all feelings without identifying with them. For example, when fear arises, we should explore its source, analyze the causes, and prevent emotions from taking control. A conscious person recognizes that emotions are transient and understands their informational value. This approach helps us become less dependent on external circumstances. In today's world, many live unconsciously, reacting instantly and thoughtlessly to what happens around them. Developing mindful perception allows us to question the meaning we assign to events and break free from exhausting thought patterns. Jung emphasized the importance of balancing consciousness and the unconscious as a key aspect of self-awareness. Awareness involves not only logical thinking, but also tapping into intuitive depth. Listening to our inner voice and understanding subconscious messages helps us make more thoughtful, conscious decisions. Practicing self-awareness enables us to reflect on our inner world and build resilience against external influences. Objectively examining our thoughts and feelings allows us to see events from a broader perspective, freeing us from dependence on external conditions. This gives us the power to control our lives with genuine awareness, rather than unconscious reflexes. The ego is the center of a person's perception of themselves and their relationship with the world. According to Carl Jung, the ego is the conscious self and a fundamental structure shaping our perception of life. When the ego becomes an obstacle to realistic self-perception and understanding of the world, it distances a person from inner peace and true awareness. Managing the ego doesn't mean destroying it entirely. Rather, it should become a healthy structure that serves consciousness. An uncontrolled ego dominates and blinds us, making it hard to see things clearly and forcing us to constantly defend ourselves against external threats. This leads to endless justifications, closed-mindedness to criticism, and feelings of vulnerability, even over small issues. Carl Jung suggested that we should become aware of our inner processes and consciously guide our ego. One common trap is the tendency to take everything personally. Under the influence of the ego, people often see every situation as an attack or threat. When someone identifies with certain roles that reflect their ego, they might react very aggressively to any challenge to those roles. Recognizing that we identify with a particular role helps us see its flexibility and potential for change. The ego often keeps people tied to past experiences. An excessive attachment to being right can make the mind inflexible and resistant to new ideas. This stagnation hampers personal growth and leads to repeating old thought patterns. According to Jung, achieving maturity requires understanding the limits of your ego and not fully identifying with it. An overly dominant ego can cause inappropriate reactions to external events and other people's behavior. Creating some distance from the ego allows us to stop feeling like the center of attention, fostering mental and emotional freedom. Controlling the ego helps develop a more objective view, not only of the external world, but also of our inner world. Jung emphasized that during individuation, awareness and acceptance of our shadow aspects, our weaknesses, fears, and repressed traits make us stronger and more resilient to outside influences. At this stage, we can respond to external events consciously and thoughtfully instead of reacting automatically. Managing the ego enables us to reach a deeper level of awareness, seeing life's events as opportunities rather than battles. Regardless of external hardships, we can maintain inner peace. Emotions are among the strongest forces challenging consciousness and controlling us. According to Jung, emotions are not just fleeting reactions, but messages and signals connected to our shadow aspects. Diving into emotions without understanding them leads to living through unconscious reactions and being influenced by external circumstances. However, mastering emotions involves not suppressing or ignoring them, but recognizing and consciously managing them. In Jungian psychology, unconscious conflicts and suppressed emotions, those not brought into conscious awareness, manifest in the external world as anger, disappointment, fear, and anxiety. Recognizing that these troubling feelings originate from our inner world can help us better control external events. When negative emotions arise, many tend to look for their source outside themselves. An angry person expects others or situations to change. A disappointed person blames external circumstances. But according to Jung, our emotions reflect our inner state. Failing to question the causes of recurring feelings in specific situations leads to repeating the same cycles. For example, constant fear of rejection might stem from a subconscious sense of unworthiness. Not understanding this root causes each rejection to be seen as a personal failure, trapping us in an emotional spiral. A conscious approach to emotions helps us understand what each feeling is trying to tell us. Instead of suppressing them, we can transform their meaning. Managing emotions isn't about minimizing their impact, but about consciously experiencing and using them as internal guides. The process of individuation, as Jung described, involves harmonizing the conscious and unconscious mind. Emotions are vital tools in this journey. Ignoring or fighting fears, anger, or anxiety without awareness can cause these feelings to surface unexpectedly and uncontrollably. To manage emotions healthily, it's essential to understand their inner meaning rather than suppress them. One effective method is analyzing emotional triggers and developing awareness to get to their roots. Increasing emotional awareness enhances our response to the external world. When anger arises, it's helpful to question its true source and take control, preventing it from overwhelming us. For example, instead of reacting defensively to criticism, we can evaluate whether it poses a real threat. Jung's teachings on balancing consciousness and the unconscious enable us to confront our emotions and direct them consciously. This way, we stop being slaves to emotional reactions and reach a level of wisdom that allows us to consciously manage our inner world. Those who master their emotions not only maintain inner peace, but also learn to wisely and balancedly influence their life's events. Inner strength is the ability to maintain emotional equilibrium despite external challenges and difficulties. According to Carl Jung, true strength is not measured by reactions to the outside world, but by the harmony and awareness created within. Many equate strength with control, dominance, or the ability to manipulate situations. But real strength lies in staying connected to our true essence and inner center, regardless of external changes. Carl Jung emphasized that achieving inner strength through psychological individuation requires confronting and integrating our unconscious aspects, bringing them into conscious awareness. True inner strength isn't superficial resistance, it's a deep understanding of oneself. Staying focused means maintaining inner awareness and a conscious attitude, avoiding overreactions to external events. In daily life, we face countless stresses and uncertainties. Without focus, we unconsciously let external factors control us. Jung believed that when people act unconsciously, they think they're in control of their lives, but in reality, they're ruled by unconscious patterns and social conditioning. In contrast, a focused person can analyze these influences and keep their balance. This isn't about being emotionless or insensitive. It's about viewing events from a broader perspective and consciously managing reactions and decisions. One of the main enemies of inner strength is constantly seeking external approval. Relying on others' validation to feel worthy can drain your inner power and make you vulnerable when external conditions change. Jung stressed the importance of independence from external validation for self-awareness. A person who is centered within is more resilient to temporary and changing external influences because their strength comes from inner awareness, not outside factors. True strength lies in the confidence that grows from overcoming difficult circumstances, maintaining inner calm and resilience even in tough times. To stay focused, it's essential to consciously observe your thoughts and feelings and develop mindfulness practices. This involves strengthening mental awareness, avoiding emotional swings, and recognizing unconscious influences. According to Jung, deep self-knowledge enhances our ability to resist external influences. Understanding that external events are temporary helps us stop seeing life as a constant struggle and instead view existence as part of a deeper flow. This internal strength allows us to move forward despite uncertainty and listen to our inner voice. At this point, a person stops merely reacting to external conditions and becomes the master of their own life. Humans are naturally social and constantly interacting with others. However, this interaction can threaten our inner peace. Jung believed that reducing the influence of others doesn't mean cutting ties or losing sensitivity. Instead, it's about maintaining independence from external influences to strengthen our inner world. Most people unconsciously are influenced by others' thoughts, judgments, and expectations, often losing touch with their true selves. The need for approval can lead to alienation from your true self and suppress your natural personality, causing you to wear social masks. But when you stop letting others' opinions define who you are, you become truly free. The first step to reducing external influence is to become aware of your own thoughts, feelings, and beliefs. According to Jung's theory of the shadow archetype, people project their suppressed aspects onto the outside world. For example, constant worry about criticism might stem from inner doubts that you refuse to acknowledge. Trying to defend yourself from external reactions without addressing internal conflicts only increases dependence on others. Understanding your inner world helps you realize that other people's words and actions don't directly affect your self-esteem. Reducing others' influence isn't just about gaining confidence. It's also about setting emotional boundaries. Jung believed that being able to define your psychological boundaries is key to mental health. Constantly absorbing others' emotions and taking their problems as your own can be draining over time. Learning to establish healthy boundaries allows you to protect yourself emotionally and consciously choose which feelings to internalize. Many people tend to act according to societal expectations, which disconnects them from their true selves and makes them dependent on external approval. Listening to your inner voice means evaluating others' opinions through a conscious filter, rather than rejecting them outright. This flexibility enables you to follow advice when needed, without blindly conforming to others' views. One of the most important ways to lessen external influence is self-acceptance. According to Jung, fully accepting your identity is the best defense against outside pressures. Achieving inner wholeness allows you to stop being a puppet controlled by external forces and become the master of your life. True freedom doesn't mean rejecting all external influences, but rather preventing them from upsetting your inner balance. Creating your own reality involves choosing to live deeply and meaningfully in accordance with your true self, rather than shaping your life based on external factors. As Carl Jung believed, when you understand and accept your authentic self, you take control of your life. Reality is shaped in your mental space. The outside world is merely a reflection of your inner thoughts and perceptions. Building your own reality is the first step toward living in harmony with your inner self, regardless of external circumstances. Exploring your internal conflicts and potential is essential to creating your reality. The foundation lies in developing full awareness of your inner world. Often, people act based on thoughts imposed by others and perceive society's reality through that lens. A conscious person looks for the source of reality, not outside but within themselves. The goal is to rediscover your inner world and build a reality that belongs only to you, rather than focusing on the external world. This involves creating your own values and meanings, independent of social norms, expectations, or past reflections. Reality isn't just about material conditions. It's also a reflection of your spiritual world and personality. Finding your true self allows you to create a life that reflects that essence. An important part of shaping your reality is discovering your purpose and meaning in life. Carl Jung believed that seeking meaning provides direction and depth. Living solely to exist or to meet societal expectations can disconnect you from your true self. To fully realize your potential, you need a clear purpose, one that aligns with your authentic self, not just social achievements or pleasing others. Creating your reality requires looking inward, understanding your spiritual nature, and identifying what genuinely interests you. Harmony between your inner self and your goals is crucial in shaping your reality. It also involves accepting past traumas and hidden aspects of yourself. Jung emphasized that everyone has suppressed emotions and thoughts, what he called shadows. These darker aspects can lead to negative feelings about yourself and others. Recognizing and accepting these shadows is essential for inner transformation. Past mistakes, losses, disappointments, and suppressed emotions should be embraced as part of who you are, without trying to change or eliminate them. Accepting your shadows is the first step toward integration and creating your reality. Building your reality isn't about seeking approval, it's about aligning with your inner truth. It's not just a personal journey, but also a way to contribute to society. Unlocking your potential allows you to transform the world around you. Creating your reality is a path to self-knowledge, balance, overcoming the past, and finding life's purpose. According to Jung, your true self only manifests through these deep and conscious processes. By protecting yourself from external influences, you gain inner strength and craft your reality. Understanding your life's meaning, exploring your inner world, and shaping it are not only mental exercises, they require integrating these insights into everyday life. Jung believed that inner transformation shouldn't remain theoretical, but should be actively realized in real life. While inner development fosters deep awareness, how that awareness reflects in your daily relationships, work, and interactions ensures lasting and meaningful change. One of the most important points Jung emphasizes in the process of individuation is that inner potential finds expression in the external world, and a person incorporates this potential into their life. Taking action is a crucial step toward better self-understanding and influencing the world around them. As individuals discover and transform internally, Their growth is enriched when they begin to bring these insights into real life. Someone who has found their own truth doesn't just observe the world as a bystander, they actively participate and engage with it. True fulfillment happens when a person sheds social masks and lives in accordance with their inner values, acting sincerely towards their environment. Those who stay true to their own truths also grant this freedom to others, because genuine freedom respects the freedom of others. According to Jung, a person who undergoes internal transformation becomes more understanding, open, and compassionate towards others. Maintaining inner balance also helps create peace in the outside world. Another key aspect of practice is making conscious, thoughtful decisions. Jung highlights the importance of choosing options that serve and suit the individual as they unlock their inner potential. For Carl Jung, true individuation involves resolving internal conflicts, accepting one's shadow aspects, and bravely choosing a personal path independent of social norms. A person attains genuine freedom only when they accept their true self fully and live authentically, regardless of external judgments. This freedom benefits not only the individual, but society as a whole. Someone who has gained inner strength and balance can share that strength with others and inspire them to find their own way. Realization means fulfilling social responsibilities while living in alignment with one's inner truths. Achieving this balance means accepting responsibility for your life, inspiring others, and involving them in the journey. The process of internal transformation and creating one's own reality is not only an individual discovery, but also an effort to integrate these insights into society. According to Jung, only when a person recognizes their inner power can they give meaningful purpose to their life, reflect that strength in their environment, and engage in true individuation. Applying this process in real life requires patience, self-awareness, and courage. One must find their own path and follow it boldly, regardless of external influences. Acting as if nothing can shake you doesn't mean ignoring problems. It means possessing the inner strength to overcome them. Inner transformation and the creation of your own reality are more than just personal discoveries. They're also about integrating those insights into society. According to Carl Jung, only when you uncover your inner strength can you find meaning in your life. Reflecting that strength in your environment and embracing the journey requires patience, self-awareness, and courage. You need to find your own path and follow it boldly, regardless of external influences. Now, we'd like to ask you a few questions. What are the biggest obstacles you faced while creating your own reality? What was the most interesting thing you noticed on your journey to discovering your inner strength? Perhaps you'd like to share what has inspired you the most in life. We'd appreciate it if you shared your thoughts in the comments, as your opinions help us all understand things more deeply. Remember, you're not alone on this journey. Don't forget to subscribe to the Carl Jung Philosophy channel and give this video a like. We're excited to share our new content with you and look forward to hearing your feedback and suggestions. Your support through channel membership is very important to us and keeps us motivated. Thank you for being with us.